Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, fine. Happy to see you on the screen. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to speak today.
Of course, always. Is my internet stable? Like, is my video quality fine, or
Yes,
is it
excellent.
buffering, stopping?
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can see properly. And I think your
Okay.
mentor is also there. He's also going to join. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
let me introduce myself. So myself is Venkatesh. I'm actually a physics lecturer. Okay, so
Mhm.
close to your department. And after working for 25 years as a physics lecturer, I actually teach physics for JEE advanced students. Okay, and we started this at room in 2021. I'll tell you the story once the webinar is going on. So, as a teacher, I've seen thousands of students in my 25 years of experience. All the students may not be in a position to have that guidance. So
Right.
people like you are self-motivated. Yeah, people like you are self-motivated. You know what to do and what exactly works for you and what doesn't work, right? So I've seen some students. I always use the phrase, "Don't follower." Most of the people they just follow the follower, right? So this is the main problem in India. We just wanted to eat the things, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, right? So
Mm.
I have seen people who have no clarity what to do. Okay, some people they are scared of
Right.
core branches. They don't want to jump into EC, triple E, Mech, and civil, all that. And whether they have what called as a incline towards computer science or not,
Mm.
still they're choosing it blindly, thinking that they get placements. Okay, so you can see that mechanical was a very popular branch of engineering. So slowly
Mm.
it is going to, I mean, it is losing its, I can say
Yeah.
that to, yes, okay. Most of the students are reluctant to mechanical, thinking they say that, sir, there will be too much of physics in mechanical engineering. And you know, in intermediate itself, I struggled a lot for physics. So can I able to pull in mechanical, right? That's the main problem. So I
Right.
say most of the time, so because now this computing is also shifting towards quantum computing, right? So
Mm.
definitely the one who has the knowledge of physics, so definitely it is going to make a lot of difference for them. That's what my point is always. So let's wait for another 2 minutes and we'll start the
Oh, sure.
session.
Sure.
And actually it is live on YouTube also, so many people watch on YouTube live. So
Okay.
it's
Okay. No worries.
so So don't worry about the number of people in the session. Yeah, I think your mentor also joined. Raj Reddy sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Hello. Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
correct.
How are you?
Hi, Yukta. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also fine. Where are you? In Bangalore?
Yeah. Yeah. In Bangalore.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
So then let's start, Gupta. Then after the session, I'll tell you more about it. After the once your main session is over, you're ready with the presentation, Gupta?
Yeah, I have a small PPT.
Okay. Yeah, no
Do we
problem.
have more participants joining?
Yeah, they keep joining. Let's start it. Okay.
Okay,
So
sure.
yeah, because Sunday, right? Most of the people
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Visakhapatnam, you know that you study in Geetham, you know, the people want to go to beach in the evening, right?
Yeah,
That's
you know.
really important. So Sunday it is very difficult to get the people, but
Right.
most of the people what they do they watch the webinar. Since we are creating what called as resources of webinars with the people like you, so that they can watch at any given time. Okay, so
Okay.
students, most of the students they realize they want to watch the webinars only when they need it, right? So
Yes.
necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
without what called as wasting much time, we are all waiting to listen from you. So let
Sure.
me take the privilege to introduce today's speaker, Yukta Sharma, the thermal engineer at Collins Aerospace, Bangalore, specializing in advanced aircraft systems. A BTech in Mechanical Engineering from Geetham, Vizag, and she constantly top ranked student. MITACS, GRS scholar. So let us learn from that, from Yukta only, what is that MITACS GRS scholar. Completed cutting edge aerospace research internship in Canada. Published multiple technical papers at international conferences with full scholarships. Was the secretary of Geetham Aero Modeling Club, led drone modeling teams in increased club participation by 40%. Project intern at Collins Aerospace before full-time engineering role. Active member of Space Generation Advisory Council, organized, sponsored, and presented at major events. Strong communicator, experience in multicultural and international terms. Runs a fundraising newsletter helping young Indian women attend their first space conference. Advocates for women in STEM and participates in outreach and mentoring activities. Fluent in English with working knowledge of French, passionate about innovation, global collaboration, and inspiration, future challenges through webinars and community programs. If you have seen your LinkedIn, there's a big story to talk about, but the time won't permit me to say everything about it, right? So I just condensed a small paragraph. Yeah, thank you, Yukta. Once again, I welcome you to this wonderful evening for this wonderful session. And I appreciate all the people who are watching on live in YouTube and who joined. Thank you so much, Yukta. Now it's your time.
Okay, thank you so much for this introduction and also for this opportunity. So, can you just enable me to share my screen?
Yes, I made you host.
Yeah, also, thanks to the two people who joined on a Sunday. I can understand. I probably wouldn't have, but you did. So that's nice. Thanks for that. I'll keep it very short, and then if you have any questions, we can go ahead with that. So, I am Yukta Sharma, and presently I work as an aerospace engineer in thermal analysis at Collins Aerospace. I graduated from mechanical engineering at Geetham University in 2023. And today I'll take you through how my journey was, why I picked mechanical, and also at the very end, I know this webinar is particularly for career in aerospace, but because most of the audience who will be watching this is very young, I want to tell you some harsh realities of the world and other things that I learned once I started working as an aerospace engineer and once I started contributing to the workforce, because studying for something and wanting to become that and then actually becoming and facing the day to day realities, these are two very different things. So it's divided in two parts, but first let's go through how to become an aerospace engineer, what career prospects you can have there. To begin with, in the very first year, I picked mechanical engineering. Now, I initially wanted to have a degree in aerospace engineering, but my mother, because there was no option for aerospace, and also my mom said that go with mechanical. And I think that was the best decision I ever made, not taking a degree in aerospace and going for a degree in mechanical. If you are someone who's interested in aerospace or automobile or any field like that, make sure you take only mechanical engineering and not a degree in aerospace engineering or automobile engineering or something like that. Why? Because your career prospects will reduce a lot. If you are have a degree in mechanical, you will be eligible for placements and for companies of all the streams, be it aerospace, be it robotics, be it mechatronics, be it automobile, anything. But if you already just at the age of 18 you are already telling yourself niching it down, then your opportunities also limit. So make sure you don't make that mistake and go for a degree which is broad. At 18 you may feel, oh no, this is only what I want, but a lot of things change after 4 years. Now, was mechanical hard? So I liked the whole process. I loved the studies. I was a bookworm. That's how I would say. And all I did was like study, ask questions, all those things. So I don't think it is particularly hard, but you do have to put in a lot of work, effort, and just understand the concept. Go and approach things from a very curious mind, a curious perspective, because it's not, you don't always get this chance to learn. It's only these 4 years when there are people who will actually be teaching things to you. After a certain point this process stops and you have to put in effort from yourself to learn. So do enjoy these 4 years and approach everything from a very curious mind. Now, what things you can do in the first year. Firstly, very strongly I would say, focus on academics. Yes, your CGPA is not the most important thing in the world, but if you're in your university and you want scholarships, you want international internships, have a decent CGPA. Try to keep it above 8, and if it's above 8, it's all nice and fine. You don't have to be at 10 CGPA all the time. So focus on your academics in the first year, because it's first year is the easiest. So it's best to work very hard, get as high scores as you can, because in the next few years things will drop. Same happened with me. The only reason why at the end I have like a decent CGPA is because my first year CGPA was really good. And once I did my internships and came back from there, I could see a fall in that. But it wasn't that big of a fall because the first year one compensated for it. Secondly, explore different clubs. See, college life is not just about studying. It's not just about focusing on one thing and doing only that. You have to talk to people, you have to explore your other interests that you have. For example, I joined anchoring club and aeromodeling club, and I did a lot of speaking activities, a lot of talking activities, because I loved doing that. And now I am a speaking coach. I have trained TEDx speakers, and I charge a lot of money to train someone, and I charge on an hourly basis. So even now, along with my job, I freelance as a public speaking coach. So you can always find alternative career options. You never know what comes out. So be very, very open, explore other clubs also, and find people who are very different than you. It's very easy to become friends with people who are just like you, but try to find people who are different than you, who have different qualities, skills, or even different thinking than you. And lastly, we all feel that professors are these mysterious people. They are very strict. We shouldn't approach them. We shouldn't talk to them. Nothing like that. Not at all. You should always stay in touch with your professors. You should always communicate with them, because, see, university and even school, wherever you're watching this from, it's a very competitive environment. So you're in a friend circle. You all are competing for the same thing, and the only person who is not your competition is your professor. So if you see, it's just your professor who actually has the best interest for you in their mind. Others may not share the opportunities with you, they may not tell you the things, but your professor always will. So how I got in touch with my mentor Rajeshwar sir, who ended up helping me so much, was because in our online session I had one of his lecture, and I really liked his way of teaching. So I ended up just writing an email. You have emails of your professor, go ahead with that. I just wrote an email that, hi, I'm this, I'm studying this, I want to do this, and I loved your lecture. Thank you for this. That's it. And that's good enough, because it also teaches you how to email people and how to just go beyond your classroom, beyond everything. This is how first year was, and it should be for you as well. So explore as much as you want. There are no bounds, there are no rules. Second year, I got two papers in international conferences. One was in Russia, one was in Dubai. And the reason I again mentioned to have good first year is because it helped me here. Here for Russia, I wanted scholarship from my university. And now you imagine, I'm just like 19 years old. And I just wrote like a paper with some mentor. It's not even the best paper, nothing like that, very normal paper. And I write one email one day, that to directly to the dean. I end up writing, I don't know why, I tag all the other people in CC, and I say, because I was very scared of getting rejected, I really really wanted to go to Russia. So I was like, okay, let me give one shot and let me write directly to the dean. And I tell him that, I'm Yukta, I got this paper here and you should fund me. I want scholarship to go and present that paper in Russia. And within 2 days, I get a reply directly from the dean saying, sure, go ahead. And they gave me 1 lakh rupees. I sent them the whole sheet of how my spending will be. They gave me the exact amount, 1 lakh rupees. And at the age 19, I traveled solo to Russia. It was the most incredible experience for me, not because it was my first paper presentation or something, but it was also my first solo travel at a very young age, which was possible because I got support from the university. And so the thing is, your university will support you, your professors will support you, people will support you, but you need to do things. You need to show them that, see, I am trying to do something, support me, and they will. And then the Dubai conference happened. There, I got a paper, but I couldn't go physically for that. And this Russia conference was a turning point because I met a lot of different people from different areas. I met astronauts, and if you see this astronaut here with like two stars on his quote, he is a Russian cosmonaut, and he is the person who has spent the longest amount of time in space. Because when he went to space, he went as a USSR citizen, and when he was in space, the division happened, and he became a Russian citizen after that. So while he was on space, his whole nationality, everything changed. And because everything was changing, he couldn't return back to space. So he probably spent the longest time in space. Now, moving to third year. So start looking for internships, opportunities right from second year itself. Keep Googling, just sit on your laptops and Google. Because see, academics is something you will do. If you go on internet and say, give me top 10 universities for mechanical engineering or top 10 masters universities for mechanical aerospace engineering, you will very easily find it. There are a lot of resources. But what do you actually do is something I thought I'll shed some light on. That's why all of this. In third year, I interned at the anti icing materials laboratory in Quebec, Canada, and this was fully sponsored, fully funded. I didn't have to spend much money. But because I had to book my flight, so the thing was they will reimburse the money to me once I'm in Canada and have a Canadian bank account. But in order to go there, it was very expensive because you can imagine traveling to and from India to Canada, two-way trip, it's very expensive. It's like 1 lakh easily. And again, I did what I thought I should do again. First, I thought university must be thinking what a weird kid this is. She asked for money in second year. Now she's again asking for money in third year. But I thought, let me just ask because there's no harm in asking. So I asked, and to my surprise, university gave me the money. So I booked my flights, went to Canada, did the internship. This was again a very good experience. And whatever money I got while doing this internship, because the town I lived in was a very small town, not a very expensive city. So whatever money I had, I still have it saved in my bank FD. So that's also a lesson for you to be financially responsible when you are in your university and whatever money, little money you make. And again, start looking for internships from second year onwards. Start looking for work experience that you can get. It doesn't have to be related to your degree. If you're doing a degree in mechanical but you want to do something completely different, look for that. It's okay to do that. And I'm pretty sure that if you show tangible results, the university will support you even in that process. Then in fourth year, because I just kept on Googling, I realized that there is a competition called Mecora, and I was placed 12th in the whole country. And that is how I got my internship with Collins Aerospace. And after the internship, I got converted to a full time employee, I think in 24 starting or something, or 23 ending. Yeah, I got converted to a full time employee, and now it's been almost 2 years that I'm working here full time. It did initially feel that it was a dream that came true because it really was. Then slowly you learn other things about the world, about everything else, and things do change, which is again completely okay. If you feel that I'm saying too much or circling around, you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. I will respond as we go, or we can wait till the end. Now, this was basically the whole journey of how each year of university was for me. There are few things that I did apart from studying, apart from aerospace engineering, apart from whatever I just said, which helped me immensely. And one of them was making money. Learning how to make money is very, very important because, okay, what I'm doing now is job at Collins, living by myself, learning and unlearning. Unlearning is also very important skill. And then, of course, life outside of college, which is the real world. Now, as I said, I started making money from university days itself. I had one skill, which was French language. My mom taught me, put me in school, and there they taught French to me. Now, I used to give online tuitions for French language. I couldn't find someone for a very long time, but then um, during COVID, one Telugu businessman from Vizag approached me online, and he used to pay me maybe 300 or 500, 300 something rupees per hour. He learned with me for 6 months, and in those 6 months, I would give him 1 hour session every single day except Sunday. So I collected 50,000 with me. And then during one Amazon sale, I got myself a new laptop with those 50,000. And with that laptop, I was able to publish this paper in Russia. And because of this thing that happened in Russia, I was able to get the opportunity to go to Canada. And because of that, my resume was well built. So again, this helped me in my fourth year to get a job. So you see, things compound and money runs the world. Let me tell it to you right now as it is. When we are in university, we are very, very protected. So it's very important that it doesn't matter whatever you do, whatever you're learning, always think of things from a money perspective also. The mistake I made was I compared my career path to someone's path who already had great family backing. Now, if you have a family which will support you irrespective, which will support you financially, which can, take the fall for you, it's wonderful. It's very good. But if you don't, it's okay. Be honest with yourself and see how you can take up the financial responsibilities yourself. Um, as I say, when you're in university, you see things from a very rose tinted glasses. But as you go ahead, as you see life the way it is, you realize that, okay, maybe things are not as rosy as you may think they are. Now, let me tell you this very harsh reality, because I also think it's important for me to be honest with you. That's why I'm just telling it to you. See, the thing is, when you're in university, you will travel by bus, you will eat whatever food is there, you don't care that much because you're in your college days and you are consuming, you're not producing. Nobody's asking you to sit 6 hours and produce work. You're consuming the work, your professors are the one producing the work because you're paying to be there, so it's fair. But imagine if you are in a city like Bangalore or Hyderabad or in a big city, you're living alone, you're cooking by yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're paying your own rent, you're taking care of the finances, and then would you really still want to travel by bus? Would you really still want to eat like the same food? You would want to improve the quality of your life. You would feel, hey, why do I have to travel by bus every day in this hodgepodge? Why can't I afford myself an auto ride every single day? And that is when it hits you that, so money is important. Please remember that, and please pick a career where you see the potential. Now, mechanical is a beautiful field because it's very broad and you can club it with anything and everything. So don't just sit and focus on mechanical or turbines or whatever. Do that, but see how you can combine it with other skills. Maybe you're someone who's great at teaching or speaking, so you maybe combine your skill of speaking with mechanical concepts and produce something beautiful. Maybe you love coding, so you do something, you combine the two things. You combine AI with mechanical, you can combine everything with everything. And there are lots and lots of free resources. Just now Venkatesh sir was talking about quantum computing, and that tells me that there is a course called Qubit by Qubit which teaches you how to code the quantum computing. It's Qubit, I think, is the language that is used to code the quantum computers, and they teach it to you. IBM runs that course for free. They teach it to you. You can even interact with people who work at IBM. If you're good, you show that you're very willing, they'll hire you. Why will they not hire you? Cold DM them. At least I would say cold outreach or cold DM one person every single day, and it will change your life. I have gotten so many things because I cold DM'd people. I would just text them, say, hey, and if they replied, I would say, can we get on a call? Because nobody refuses someone who some 18, 19-year kid who wants to learn. Nobody will say no to them. So do that. Secondly, don't put labels on yourself. Explore more and explore other growing skills and fields. Why? Because I did this mistake again. I put a label on myself that, oh, I am an aerospace engineer. That's all I am. That's all I have to be. That's all I want to become. But again, life is huge, it's very long. You don't always have to be an aerospace engineer. If you feel, okay, I wanted it, I got it, I tried it, and if it's not working out for you, you're very capable and very open to try anything else that you feel you are good at or that you feel you're more capable of. So always keep on exploring different things, because that these 4 years is the time of your life where you explore, you learn, you grow, you cold DM people, and you will for sure find something else. It's like How do I explain it to you? So you are throwing your hands everywhere. Okay, you're in this dark room and you're just throwing your hands everywhere. Maybe I'll find something. Maybe I'll find something. 10 times you will not find anything. Even 20 times you will not find anything. But maybe one time you will find something, and that will change your life. Second, thirdly, become an internet citizen. What do I mean by that? When I say be on the internet, I don't mean just keep scrolling reels on Instagram or just scroll through LinkedIn and don't say anything. Consume, don't just consume, but create. And even in your university, whichever degree you pick, it's very valid. You have to create instead of just consuming. The only reason why my LinkedIn profile grew, okay, make a LinkedIn profile and a Twitter profile in your first year of college. Or if you're in your third year, second year, whoever is listening to me, make a LinkedIn and a Twitter profile and be active there. Twitter is a wonderful place to find jobs, to find incredible people if you find the right community. I know so many people who get hired through Twitter. So make sure you do that, okay? And even do the same for LinkedIn and start creating instead of just consuming. You can create on YouTube, you can even create on Instagram. If you feel you love mechanical and you also can explain the concepts well, why not create good explainer videos of mechanical concepts on Instagram? Why not? Of course, you can do that. Give that a shot. So be an internet citizen who can create instead of just consuming. And lastly, remember the world is a very small place and there are no rules, absolutely no rules to anything at all. You can do whatever you want, and one day that thing that you will create will reach to right people, and those people will hire you. That is how the world works. Don't think of your university as a place that, okay, I am going to give you this much money, take my 4 lakhs, give me a 4-year degree, and give me a job at the end of that. No, this is not. In fact, university is not supposed to give you a job. This just happens, I think, maybe in India because we really want guarantee of things. But university is there to give you the experience, to give you the education, to give you access to top professors who have so much knowledge, not just about their fields, but about life in general. And they will guide you. So don't just think of university that, oh, I just want a placement, I just want a placement, I just want a placement. I decided to not go with placements in my fourth year of university. I was extremely nervous, and I didn't even have like a lot of friends in university because most time went in COVID. Then I went for my other internship. So many things happened. But somehow things did work out. And it worked out because I was on the internet, I was creating, I was talking to people, I was seeing how I can just get something. And also, so many people come to me, young people. I tell them, hey, there's this great international internship. Why don't you apply? And you know the response they give me? They say, yeah, but my university only says 2 months of internship. They'll not allow for 3 months. And also, we have exams. See, when I went for Canada, it was a 3 month internship. 2 months, normal university allows you. The one third month, I even had my exams. But you know what the university did? I told them, hey, I can't come to this exam because of this. They allowed me to go for 3 months and they retook my exams once I was back. So things will change and accommodate. So don't worry about these small exams because what you get is immense. So learn to fight for what you want as well and stand up for yourself and take support from people who are elder to you. Take support from professors. Again, I'm telling it because I know so many people who don't do that. And again, there are no rules. Just keep going, keep creating, keep learning. And if you have any doubts, questions, anything, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn. But I don't use LinkedIn that much. I So if you're sending me a connect on LinkedIn, do put a message so that I know that it's you and you're coming from this session. Then I'll accept your request. This was it for me from my side. I talked a lot. We can take questions if you got any.
Yeah. So that was very mesmerizing session so far, Yukta. So I can see the speak a lot about your experience and how you uh, I mean, you actually utilize the 4 years of engineering, right? So you just didn't go to the college. you actually utilize the Geetam. Okay, I can understand from your talk. So I have few questions before we talk to other people also. Uh,
Sure.
because we deal with the 11th and 12th students, okay?
Mhm.
And when I spoke to them, the most of them they say that, sir, I want to become an aeronautical engineer.
Mhm.
These are all the crazy words they use, right? Definitely defense, aeronautical, aerospace. When I talk to girls, they say I want to become a fashion designer. Okay, and nowadays they're saying I want to become machine learning expert. Right? They're all the buzzwords. Okay, and
Yeah.
most of the universities are capturing that emotion. Right? Okay,
Mhm.
and I've seen the students they are just doing AI, machine learning, data science, all that, and they're learning nothing from them. Right? So
Mhm.
this is the reason why we are conducting these webinars because you guys are in industry, you know what works and what doesn't work, right? So many students come to us for internship in a group, and the first question they ask is how much you're going to pay, right? Without showing the skills, okay? They ask for money. I always say that first show your skills. Definitely, people they don't just use you, right? They definitely pay
Mhm.
according to your skills. So you cleared in the first sentence that don't go for aerospace or aeronautical, instead go for mechanical. Okay. So can you
Yeah.
repeat again why a student should choose mechanical when there is a specialization called aerospace and aeronautical? Can you repeat
Perfect.
again why they should? Yeah.
See, the thing with aerospace engineering is if you are someone who wants to work I'll be very, very honest. Aerospace does not have a lot of scope in India. Aerospace will not even pay you enough money. I know some very good startups, they have raised great capital. And I talked to one of their engineers. I said, oh, that's so cool. You work here as an aerospace engineer. You even have a degree. You are working in an aerospace startup in India, which is awesome, and it's a very good startup. Okay, I asked him and he's like, yeah, but the pay is really bad. I said, really? Is it lower than what I get in my office? And they said, yes, of course. And what he said was half of what I get, which is pretty much nothing. So you will not be happy in your life with a 3 or 4 LPA package. And that is what you get mainly in aerospace, because aerospace also comes with a lot of things. One reason, it comes under defense, so you cannot directly work in the US. Okay, if you have a degree in maybe computer science, you can go to the US and work. You can find a remote job and work, no problem. But will you be able to do the same thing in aerospace? No, you will not be able to do it, because it comes under defense, and there will always be a lot of restrictions. They'll always want you to have a US citizenship or something like that. In India, it's growing, it's coming, but it's not happening at that big speed. Like after 4 years you graduate and you think, okay, that thing will be there. No, it will not be there. So go with a mechanical engineering degree. Trust me, I do not regret going with a mechanical engineering degree. Study aerospace side by side. That's what I did. Take a lot of online courses, join the clubs, join communities. SGAC is another very good international community. So that's how you have to show that enthusiasm and combine whatever data science, machine learning that you're learning along with mechanical, and I think you'll be good to go.
Yeah. So one more thing is, Ayukta, definitely before that I actually want to conduct a poll. I know that when I was in 12th class, people have only four choices, especially triple E, mechanical, engineering, civil, and chemical up to some extent.
Hmm.
And majority of the people use to opt to mechanical because they say mechanical is a viable branch. In 2025, still do you think that mechanical is a viable branch?
Okay, this is a hard question because again, I don't think anyone should take decision based on do you is mechanical a good branch or a bad branch. You have to think from your perspective. If I do this, what do I plan to do with it? Is this something that I want to learn? In my case, I was very clear that coding is probably not something I want to learn. And also, if I want to learn, I can learn it side by side. A lot of opportunities are there. In mechanical, I was genuinely interested and I genuinely really wanted that thing at that time. So I went with it. So if you're a 12th grade student listening to this, I will say don't think much about is mech that good of a branch or not? Is EC that good of a branch or not? Think what is that branch going to give you and how you can use that branch. Because again, at the end, This lecture will sit in your folder in a recording or as a link one day. All the YouTube videos you watch, again, are just on the internet. The only person who's living your life, who's doing things, is you. So you have to think from your perspective, not that, oh, my friend is taking this, or oh, people say mechanical is a dead branch, so I shouldn't go there. Nothing like that. What do you think you can do out of it is something you should think. One example I'll give you is, I was the only girl in my class and no other women took mechanical engineering. There was like 60, 50 students in my class and I was the only girl. So initially people did say, yeah, but no, women take, there is no much scope, nothing like
Just like
that,
Sudha, just
blah,
like
blah, blah.
Sudhamurthy.
Huh?
Yeah, you are just like Sudhamurthy.
Yeah, so
Sudhamurthy,
a
when
lot
she was, she's the only
of
girl.
people, yeah, so a lot of people did say it.
Yeah.
So I also felt that, did I make a mistake by joining it? But honestly, it was a great experience for me because if I'm the only girl, I have a lot of advantage over others that they probably don't have. So use that. Yeah. That, I hope I
So,
answered your question.
definitely. See, I'm talking more about my 12th and 11th students. In that perspective, I'm asking question. And
Hmm.
the major, as I said, the problem is most of the students doesn't have, they don't use internet for the good sake, okay? And
Hmm.
especially 11th and 12th class student, most of the parents think that using a mobile is a bad thing, okay, because they misuse it. Unfortunately, that is a very problem because I worked in US. I've seen 11th and 12th students who want to go to universities. They do a lot of paperwork. I think you know it, right? And
Hmm.
they use their university, they apply for it, they write SOP, all that, right? That we don't have in India. All the 12th class students simply they just follow. I always say they have the herd mentality. So if somebody is doing computer science, getting a good package, I won't do it. Whether do I have a sense or not, that's the biggest problem. After 4 years, they are regretting. The problem is, my question is, if a student is in 11th class, right? If they wanted to jump into mechanical with inspiration, right? So what are the skills they should be equipped in 11th and 12th before jumping into mechanical?
See, if you are an 11, 12 student and you're very clear, okay, the thing is you're very clear that mechanical is what you want to do, then I think the only thing you should do, firstly, try talking to people. See people who have already done mechanical in the university and are working right now. You will find their contacts on LinkedIn. If you just find mechanical engineer, something along that, you will find their contact on LinkedIn. Text them, tell them that you're an 11, 12 student, you're preparing for your IIT JEE, but you feel confused, that you want to go for mechanical but you're uncertain about things. So how should you approach that? Get on a call with them, understand their perspective, see what they did, how things worked out for them, because then you'll have more clarity. So that is one thing you do. And the second is focus on your 11th, 12th, 12th. Do the studies, because in US they don't have IIT JEE, they don't have that tough of a competition. But in India you do. And I regret not studying hard in my 11th and 12th. So if you have the time, everything, do study hard. But once you're done with your 12th exam, everything, please, before picking a stream, because before picking computer science, just talk to people on LinkedIn and ask them to get on a call with you. Easy.
That's what I was about to ask you. Answered a part of my question. How did you manage the stress during the 11th and 12th? Because the nowadays this JEE means and IIT, right? That I can say euphoria is very high among especially 11th and 12th Telugu states, right? So
Yeah.
majority of the parents they are just thinking about only two options, either engineering or doctor, right? If the son is an
Mhm.
engineer, daughter should be a doctor, right? If the daughter is a doctor, son has to be an engineer. So there are two options that they're worrying about. The question is, if
Mm.
the see ultimately, I always tell the parent that don't judge the student based on his performance right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know more about how did you, how did you do when you are in 11th and 12th? Because now you are well settled in a very good company. You are doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Ultimately, this is what matters in life, right? How many marks you scored in 11th and 12th doesn't matter. I always say that
Doesn't
I
matter.
scored 61% in my 10th class, right? I just got first class in my 10th class. That doesn't made me any what called as that doesn't stop me anyway, right? So my
Yeah.
point is, Yukta, please tell the student
Yeah.
that your 11th, 12th JEE mains are JEE mains is not the end of the life, because many parents are still worrying that if my son couldn't go to JEE advanced at JEE mains, if they don't study in IITs
Mm.
or the cohorted institution, right? Will they
Yeah.
left behind? So what is your thoughts on that?
No. If you think your child will be left behind, the answer is absolutely no. And let me share a very personal thing with you. I did terribly in 11th and 12th. In 11th, I maybe got somewhere 55%, and in 12th, I couldn't even get like 80% in 12th. I got stuck at like 79.6 or something. And I used to tell people I got 80, but I didn't. I knew the reality, and it was very difficult time for my family, something I didn't know back then. In 11th, I wasn't even a good place mentally. I was anxious, I got scared because someone told me that it's very hard, so I told myself it is very hard, and if it's very hard, why should I study? That was the mentality I had. And in when I was in 12th, so I did my schooling everything in Delhi. In 12th, my family's business crashed in Delhi, and we had to overnight pack our bags, come to Vishakhapatnam. And it was very difficult time because now uh, I am going in college. My siblings, I have two siblings, they are also, getting higher up in the rank in classes. So we came to Vishakhapatnam, and one night I just told my dad, hey, I can go back to Delhi, do this. And my father said, I'm not a crorepati. I can't afford this much money for you anymore. And that's when it hit me that, oh my God, what have I done? Why didn't I study in 11th, 12th, 12th? I should have done this, etc., etc. And I almost felt suicidal. Let me be very honest. I was 18, 17, and every day I would sit near the beach, hope that one big wave will come and take me away, because it was very hard for me to just accept the fact that this has happened. And on top of it, after so many failures, my parents still believed in me. They still said, it's okay. You always wanted to do aerospace, go for a mechanical degree. It's okay. You don't want to go for CS, go for a mechanical degree. Even though they knew the risk that is coming with it, they still supported me till this date. And I went for the degree, and this time I did not take a single thing for granted. I did everything I could, and that is why I reached where I am right now. So, my answer to you is no, you don't have to think that your life gets over. If I would have thought my life is over when I was 17, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't experience the immense joy that life gave me. So it's not over. Getting bad marks is not the end of life. In when your father was in school, marks mattered a lot, because that was the only metric to determine that this person is good. Now there are multiple metrics to determine. Internet has made the world a very small place. You get bad marks, you don't go into IITJ, you join other college, you take mechanical, you can still do extremely good with life, but you have to figure that way out by yourself. There will be no fixed path. Nobody is going to serve everything to you. So as a parent also, I'll tell you, don't
Wonderful,
put
wonderful. Yeah,
pressure on your child, and be very supportive of them, because high chance they are very critical of themselves. So be very supportive. At the end, it's only your support that matters, because a child can fight all the outside battles, they can fight 100 things. But home should be a place where they don't have to fight, where they don't have to perform, where they don't have to put a mask. They should be free enough to tell you that I'm feeling like this, and you should support them a lot, because that's what will make all the difference.
yeah, wonderful. I mean, fortunately, you have a wonderful parent to understand your failures also. The problem is the most of them, they don't have this understanding parents, and they always, whether they like it or not, they just keep pestering them. If you don't do well in JEE means exam, you'll be left behind. You don't get a job. All this. So actually, this makes the student. I think you might have seen the recent times in Kota, the number of suicides have
Hmm.
increased a lot because of the pressure, right? Not only from the peer pressure, there's a lot of parental pressure also. Parents also thinking that if my son or daughter is unable to do this, they'll be left behind, right? So I have one more question. I think from last 15 years, I can say that computers is leading, okay, all the branches. And how did you, why you wanted to do mechanical when everybody's going for computer science, right? Why did you, why you hated computers?
I didn't hate computers, but I liked mechanical more. I in my school I took coding class, and I realized that I don't have that much enthusiasm about it. Firstly, and I just really wanted, because ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be an astronaut, and I thought I really want to do it. So let me just do it. And computers, other things, coding, you can always learn online. The mechanical part, you can't always learn it. And I loved physics. Physics was probably the only subject where I got some decent marks above 80. In all the subjects I got below 80, except for physics, because I really enjoyed it. And it's very, the thing is, computers are hard for me to understand, which is a bad thing. But physics was always easy for me, because if someone is saying that, hey, this is a water bottle, and I'm putting force here, which direction will it move? It's obvious it will move here. It's not going to move this side. So it was very easy for me to visualize the concepts in mechanical, and I found a lot of joy in it. I remember when we learned about this refrigeration concept, I came home and I started looking at the bottom of the refrigerator to see, oh, is this thing really there, or are those coils and compressors really there? So it's about approaching things from a curious mind. But if you really want to go for computers, go for it. If you want to go for mechanical, go for it. It does not matter that much. I know someone who took mechanical, didn't get, because he didn't get computer science degree, so he took mechanical. He learned how to code. He got really good. He is a very good place in his life right now.
Yeah, but definitely. I mean, I can see your love for physics. Maybe might be the reason for your love for mechanical, right? So
Yes.
unfortunately, yeah, sometimes your teachers also make a lot of difference. Okay, I
Yeah.
always believe as a teacher that when they love you, they love your subject. When the
Yeah.
students love the teacher, yeah, definitely they start falling in love with the physics. So I did get a lot of messages that said I love
Yeah.
physics, and definitely that's all. And even one research they did in NASA, most of the scientists who worked in NASA actually they were the when they were a kid they used to watch Star Wars. Okay, and by watching
Mhm.
those Star Wars, they actually became the scientists at NASA. And if the what happens is when the students watch these war movies like Major or recently
Yeah.
Gunjan Saxena, then the students they are highly motivated to jump into defense. Okay, and most of
Yes.
them say that, sir, I'm very passionate about defense, right? And the point is, without knowing the what called as competition level, right? Without knowing the consequences, they just wanted to do something. And
Mhm.
once they fail, they think that these were wrong. Okay. And the one more question I have: the biggest threat for the students nowadays is the social media. As a teenager, how did you manage? Because see, now the students are from eighth class onward, they are jumping into Instagram. Okay,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, the Instagram that you used to use is completely different that you see now, right? There's
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of garbage is thrown every day
Mm.
into the young minds. When the student
Yes.
of 15, 16 years of age, when they
Mm.
expose to such content, definitely it is very difficult for them to control their emotion and they're hooking. More dopamine is releasing every day by watching those Instagram reels, right? My point is very simple. How did you manage to be away from that, all the distractions? And what is the one advice you give to your young friends?
Okay, see how I manage. So, because wasted a lot of my time in 11th and 12th, I was like, I don't want a mobile phone of my own. I didn't have a mobile phone when I joined university, and I had this thing, I will earn my money and then I'll use the money to buy my first phone by myself, because I wanted, I don't know what.
Oh,
So, I had that small Geo phone that you get, that Dabba Geo phone, not a touch screen or a
without any
mobile
screen, I
phone.
mean.
Yeah, because I myself, my parents were okay with me having it, but I was very scared. And I thought there is no need for a mobile phone. I use my mother's phone, and I wasn't on Instagram back then. So less distractions, anyways. And then when I got the touch phone, I was scared. Oh my God, now I'm going to. My father one day he said, okay, said I had the money to buy myself, but my father said, it's okay, we'll buy this for you. So fine. And then I got my first phone in second year of college, not in first year. And then I was scared I will get distracted from the phone and my CGPA will start dropping. But again, it did not happen, because see, right now there is information. I cannot tell you stay away from your phone, because I know you cannot stay away from your phone. I cannot tell you do not scroll reels. I know you will scroll reels. But what you can do is a digital cleanse. And that again helped me a lot in my college, because instead of following random content, there is so much useful content. So in college, I'm studying engineer mechanical. At home, I'm trying to learn aerospace by myself. And when I pick up on Instagram, all I see is people doing aerospace engineering. There are pages which are full of knowledge about aerospace. There are people who have made it and are posting about aerospace. Everything is about aerospace, even on my mobile phone, even on my Instagram, even on my LinkedIn. So everything is just telling me that, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what you have to do. And that is how you get a lot of opportunities as well. So that is the first thing. If you're in 11th and 12th, please stay away from your mobile phones, because it's not very fruitful. You're preparing for a very tough competition. Switch to a small geophone. And if you're done with all the things, you're done with everything, your exams, everything, you can definitely buy yourself a good phone, use it, learn to use it well. But it's like a screwdriver. You can use a screwdriver to fix a light bulb, or you can use that screwdriver to stab someone and kill someone. So the same thing is what your phone and internet does for you. I'll tell you a story. There is one kid, he's on Twitter, and he is posting about, he's trying to build something. He's very, very young, I think below fifth grade. And he's posting, he's trying to create some circuit, something. He's trying to create a game, yes, a physical game which is also online. And every single day he posts update about the game that he's trying to create. Every single day on Twitter, he will put a post that today I did this, today I learned this, today I'm doing this, today I'm doing this. And what it is doing is, it is that content is reaching to people, and people are now paying him, supporting him, helping him. They will pay him the money to build that game. Okay, so this is how opportunities open up on the internet. So in my 11th and 12th, again, I wasn't very good with management. In college, I got very serious. I stayed away from phone for the first year. Then I again got back, and this time I was very cautious. So only follow the people you want, nothing, no bullshit, because there's lots and lots of content. And at the end, wasn't a producer on the internet, but you can be someone who creates also in college, not in your school days. Because if your goal is clear that you have to clear exams, do that.
So you're so matured enough to balance all that, okay? And unfortunately, the students see, actually the problem is majority part of the parent doesn't know that their kids are using Instagram in sixth and I mean ninth and tenth class, okay? Because
Hmm.
unfortunately the kids are very smart, okay? And
Hmm.
yeah, definitely, as you said, you cannot be away from the phone. I always student use it for a better purpose, okay? Follow the
Hmm.
people who they can inspire you, okay? As you said, there's a wonderful content is there. As I said, use technology for your better purpose and growth. I've seen this. There's a girl from Mumbai. In the weekends, she bakes some what called as some baker items, right? And she started
Hmm.
posting those videos on Instagram, okay, about her
Hmm.
new recipes, all that. The people started asking for what called those bakery items, okay. Now in the 6 months, he managed to make 4 lakh rupees business, okay. So this is how we can use your social media, okay. That's fantastic.
Exactly.
Yukta, that's one task. You so far you're amazing. The plenty of questions are popping up. Before we go to that, let me take 1 or 2 minutes. I'll show you what exactly we are doing at room. And
Sure.
can you make me once again the host? Can you make me
Yeah,
the
yeah.
host?
Okay. How do I make you the host? Um,
So a lot of may have
right.
some questions to ask you.
Yes.
You are
Yeah.
bursting with energy.
Yeah.
Let me take this paper. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I said, we started this as an idea in 2021, but this came to life in 2023. So far, we completed 2 complete years of launching this. See, at Room is as simple as like a LinkedIn. As you said, LinkedIn is I do follow LinkedIn. I do have lots of
Hmm.
network in LinkedIn, I believe. So we wanted to have one a site for exclusive learning community like students, teachers, and parents. So this website is only meant for the student teachers, parents, and some institutions. Nothing else. So as of today, in our community, there are 62,000 users. Okay, and majority of them are students. And this is a general feed every day. Lot of people teach us. This is mainly run by the teachers. Okay, basically, I'm a physics teacher. We see a lot of content about physics, chemistry, maths, all that. And this is meant for the students who are preparing for JEE, any competitive exam. So just like how you see the feed in Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, you get same way. A lot of things happens in Edroom also. It's a feed, general feed. And for guiding the student, we have actually created some products, okay, which are actually helping the student a lot. And there we have blogs. And I would love to see some of your blogs also on it. If you are okay to publish some of your blogs, we would love to publish your blogs also because what I feel if the people who are actually experiencing life, they have many good
Mm.
things to share, right? That's what happened in LinkedIn. We learned, I always remember that a wise man learn from a fool always repeat, right? So we have to learn from the people's mistakes, right? So
Right,
here
right.
what is we created a section where the students can publish blogs, and especially I think he is not there when you are in Geetam. He is
Mm.
Mr. Ravi Sarapalli. He is now actually he's working in Geetam as the professor of entrepreneurship. I
Okay.
really, he's an amazing person who write blogs on contemporary topics. We have published more than 100 blogs from him. He write a blog every week. Wonderful concepts, and he really educate people through his blogs. Okay, he's such an amazing person. He's working in Geetam as a professor of internship. Previously, was when you weren't there, he was in Gayatri Vidya Parishad. So now we are bringing the article from the people from different walks of life so that the students have an advantage to read these blogs. So we want to move the student from the social media, which is actually disrupting their mindset. We want to at least educate them about various things. For example, you see this girl, Rashmi, actually when she was in engineering, when she was in ANIT, she wrote a blog about her own campus. So that these
Mm.
writing skills will make them what called as at least know what is their strength is all about. So we have blogs for careers, and we have blogs for courses. We publish almost 1,000 blogs on various topics with various people, and we have a lot of blogs on various topics. That is the one product where students can get a lot of information about various what called as blogs, and because we feel that information which is very curated will make a lot of difference to the students. And there is one session which is going on webinars, and I think yours is the 70th webinar I conducted so far with different people. Okay, and lot of people. Uh, Recently we conducted one webinar with this boy who cracked All India J Advanced 8th rank. Okay, and like that
Wow.
we have some webinars with the various teachers, actors. These are all the people who walk different things in life. And one webinar that I conducted with one man, he's also a mechanical engineer. His name is
Mm.
Aditya. Now he's a data scientist. Okay, he's from IIT Delhi, if I'm right. So he proved that if you want to become a data scientist, you need not be what called as a computer graduate, right? So you
Mm.
can still become a data scientist, right? So if you look at this boy, he was actually my neighbor. This fellow was is also my student. He cracked advanced and he studied his BTech in IIST in Tirunelveli. Now he is the youngest scientist at ISRO. Okay, we had this session with him. So like this, we are conducting a lot of webinars with the people like you who are highly motivating, and maybe a lot of people are they have a lot of knowledge but they may be not positioned to express themselves, but you are one such a gem of a guy, so who can put the things in a better way, right? And we also created lot of resources because the students require. Maybe students from Visakhapatnam, they have a lot of resources, but the remote
Mm.
places are there across the India. They may not have the right resources. What I've done is by taking the help of from the teachers across India, we created a wonderful resource for the students. They can access all that for the free of cost. They need not pay any money for us. Just to register in NetRoom, you can download all this content. For example, if he's preparing for JEE exam, we have a lot of resources, all the physics notes, chemistry notes, mathematics notes, is all free because we have taken from the teachers, we took their
Mm.
permission, We upload. He is an IIT Kanpur teacher. He is also from Bangalore. He has an institute in Bangalore. So he gave all his notes to help this community. And lakhs of people are downloading this resources for free. It is benefiting the teachers hand. So this is a one website where we want to make it helpful for the student. And recently, we launched our first premium product called Edge. Edge means empowering dream and guiding excellence. This product is to help the students who are in a doubt. A lot of students, as I said, they have a lot of questions to ask, and unfortunately, all the people do not have mentors. Okay, they need some guidance. So what I've done is we started this program called Edge, and as a part of we charge 500 rupees per year. It costs only 500 rupees per year, just 10 rupees a week, right? What we have done is we created one application form. For example, a student can explore. I always believe that up to 25, life is all about explore. You just understand where you fit, right? After 25, you're not supposed to explore. Don't do experiments after 25. Do experiments up to 25, right? So we have listed all the items here. I want to know what is business management. I want to know what is CA. I'm in 8th
Right.
class. This is for 8 and 12. So we have given an option for the student to explore what is each. What is aeronautical engineering? What is ITS? What is horticulture? Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have, for example, I want to know mechanical engineering, I want to know mechatronics, I can select merchant navy. Like that, the students can choose any interest they want. And also, we listed all the entrance exam related to engineering, defense, commerce, management. These are for 12th based students have created. Then, once you select all entrance exam and once you submit, his Edge account is created. And what happened, you see? Then, as a part of it, because as a teacher, I know that students need some motivation now and then, right? Because
Mm.
if you just keep lecturing all the time, they don't enjoy a class. So I know when you include some interest in the class, they fell in love with you and with the subject also. Okay, that's what my secret of teaching my 25 years. Okay, I always make sure that I share some real world stories so that students will connect more. And I always create the purpose. You just demonstrated when we pull the water bottle, when you apply force on the water bottle. See, instead of writing on the board, ask the students to experiment it, right? That's the best way to learn. See, what we have done is every Monday, as a part of this Mindful Monday, we are sharing one motivating story. Maybe in couple of years, we can publish your story also, right? Okay. So this motivating Monday, we share every Monday one story. This is one story we took from some other websites like your story. These people, they're not tech people. They didn't do engineering, but you see, they have built wonderful companies. Okay. So we want to educate the student that you need not be an engineer to start a company, right? So a lot of students under false impressions that I must do. Even I'm not. I started my own tech company. So you can find a lot of engineers, right? Even if you look at Alibaba is an English teacher, right? Alibaba started. Jack Ma is an English teacher. He started a giant company in China. He's not an engineer. He's just an English teacher. But what he says, you find the people. So here, if you see, this guy is a failure, but he started his own
Mm.
company and recently got 23 crores investment for his company. Okay. Now you see this. I might have heard this book, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. Excellent book. I love this book personally. So like this, every week we are sharing. I think you might have heard about this guy Roman Shiny, a living example who started this an academy after quitting an IAS. He's an IAS officer at the age of 22 and a doctor at the age of 16. He quit his job, all that. Now he's a part of this an academy, which is 26,000 course company as of today. So every day, and this man who started this crops company. So these stories I love personally that really inspire me. So what I've done is, and this guy Eric, who started this Zoom, which we are using actually, right? And
Mm.
interesting thing is, he started this Zoom for his girlfriend. Okay, so it's an interesting story to read. So what we do is every Monday we share one success story, and all this will be there in their database. They can read whenever they want. This is only to motivate the student as a part of this Edge program. And beyond that, what we do is, as I said, when a student is a part of this Edge program, all their content will be added every week. For example, you see, I selected water security, mechatronics, aeronautical aerospace engineering, for example, you see. So we gather information from various sources, all the curated content. We conducted 2022, we conducted one webinar with a man called Dr. Ashokan. He's actually HOD of aeronautical engineering from Hindustan Institute of Technology in Chennai. It's a very popular, it's the oldest university in Chennai. We conducted already one webinar with him. So like this, you see, want to be in aeronautical engineering. So we have posted and we shared. So every day, at least we are going to share per week 2 articles related to your career. For example, I'm preparing for engineering and I want to know what is BITSAT. So what are the cuts of our BITSAT? Every information related to that exam will be shared to them. They need not search any website, and it's a completely data-driven website. And our co-founder is also from Bangalore, okay? And he also studied in local Vishakhapatnam, a guy through Vidya Parshad. He's getting a more than 1 crore salary per year. So my point is very simple, that you need not be an IITian to get 1 crore above salary. You have to be passionate just like you. If you are passionate, your brand doesn't make a difference. That's what I believe. So Yukta,
Hmm.
this is what we are doing. And as of today, 1,500 students have registered for this program. We started this in August. And I just want to quickly, as a student who studied 11th and 12th, as an undergraduate, now you're doing job. You just tell me how useful this website at Room to the student community.
I think it is very good, firstly, because again, one more mistake I made in 11th health was not being aware. Trust me, I wrote the exam only for IIT JEE. I didn't even write BITSAT because I didn't even know that there is an exam you have to write to get into BITS. I didn't even know that BITS is an option. I missed on great opportunities because I was unaware of it. And being unaware costs you a lot. Learn from me. So it's a wonderful website, sir. I think it's a great initiative that you have taken, and it's definitely, if it was there with me at my time, it would have been helpful, but I'm sure it's going to help a lot more people now.
Yeah, so to help the community, I quit my job this year. I'm working full time for Headroom after 25 years as a physics teacher. I just quit my job, and definitely people like you. Yeah, I quit this job recently. I'm working full time for Headroom, and I personally am going to different colleges and to talk to students personally. Yeah, thank you so much, Yukta, for your wonderful feedback. A lot of messages are there. Let us take some. Yeah, some messages are there. uh, Many students, Yukta, maybe if you have an idea about it, you can answer. Otherwise, you can skip the question. Most of the students are asking me, sir, how can a pilot? So, is choosing a pilot a right choice after 12?
See, I don't know how to be a pilot, but what I do know is
Okay.
it costs a lot of money. So if you're okay
Yes.
in paying for that pilot training and your parents are okay without, taking a big financial hit, because see, it does not make sense to take a huge financial hit for something. But if they are okay, if you're okay and you have the money, then go ahead. Of course, I think it's a good career to have, a wonderful career to have. But yeah, that's all I know. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a wrong question to ask you because yeah, we did actually. So, there is one, Farhan is asking a question. What are the best aeronautical engineering colleges that you would recommend? What percentage is needed in JEE mains? Okay. So, do you have any idea about these colleges, Sukta?
No.
Are there any?
See, again, I
No
told
idea.
you this information,
Yeah.
you go on Google, there is a lot of information. So I
Yes.
think
We'll
that will
provide.
help,
We provide. Yes. Let us see some more. Yeah. Better. Let us take from the audience. Okay. If they want. Murli sir, are you there? Murli Reddy sir is also working in an engineering college. Yeah. Before that, Raj Reddy sir. Let's hear from your mentor, Raj Reddy garu.
Yes, yes, yes,
I think you are very proud of your student in front of you, right?
yes, yes. I mean, one of the very few
Oh,
who's motivating students at this point.
thank you, sir. Would love
Yeah,
to come to meet them someday and
Yeah, sure.
just meet
Now,
everyone. Yeah.
what one of the points I want to say is add to just what you said. So, a lot of people who come to smaller colleges, not IITs and NITs, they're not
Hmm.
necessarily bad students. They can't just cope up with the stress of intermediate.
Hmm.
Okay, when it comes to engineering, it may be a small college, but they have ample time. They have ample
Yes.
time, and they have the creativity, creative freedom. If they just want to go listen to the class and go back, it's not going to work in engineering. So they use that time, and I've seen a lot of people like this succeed very well. They're in very good positions. The only thing is they have the passion. In the intermediate setting, they're just not able to exist in the 2 years. Now we give the opportunity to them. We give them time. We give them proper guidance. They're going to shine. So that is one thing I'm going to tell these students who are mostly from intermediate. If you don't crack IIT, it's okay.
Hmm.
You can still make up for it in the 4 years, provided you plan properly. Look for all the opportunities. That's what I'm going to say. A lot of people come,
Hmm.
okay, 9 to 5 classes, just go. If they give any assignments, do the assignments, take the exam, I get good CGPA. That's not enough. Not enough at all. Nowadays, how the universities are going, technical education is going is hackathons,
Hmm.
competitions, problems. Yukta also actually worked in the final year project was,
Com-
and yeah, and it's a real world product. The Yukta has dropped out and went and taken a job, but her partners, team partners, they are still in touch with me. I'm their
yeah.
guide. They developed a product, then they made a startup. So work on real world problems. Now book knowledge is not sufficient. So to teach these guys, I had to find something new. I had to go and research something. So that's how the education is. Nothing is, it's not sufficient to just study the books, and just
Very
it's not sufficient
Uh,
to come listen to the class and go.
not at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, Rajeshwar sir, I have one more question, sir. Most of the students are frightened to opt for these core branches. Sir, as a HOD of mechanical department, what is the confidence that you give a student that they can join? No problem, you can join mechanical triple and EC.
There is no question that the jobs in these fields are less. There is no question
Okay.
about it. But the students are
Yep.
also less. If you look at CSE, if I
Hmm.
take, for example, Geetam, the last year we had 25 sections of CSC and its allied branches, CSE, AML, data science, cybersecurity, everything is almost the same. 25 sections, the remaining all branches coming to 5 sections. So it's not like there are no opportunities in the core sector. There are few opportunities, but in everything matters, experience matters in the core sector.
Hmm.
Difficult to get started, but once you get started, it's a very stable job. It's a very good job. You can go to like good positions. CSC, it's again boom or bust. You may get a very good job just immediately after your placement, immediately after your 4 years. You may lose your job. Technology may change. Again, you may be laid off. I don't know what happens. It's a big risk. And there are jobs. I mean, now if you see what is happening, India is going towards manufacturing. We're still not at the level of China. Robotics is growing like anything. Automation is growing like anything. So even when we make syllabus for mechanical engineering, there are EC subjects in there, CC subjects in there. It's the fundamentals you are studying the core, but the application is all general. It can be from any branch. And what they're saying these days
Thank you
is
so much.
now AI is doing the coding.
Yes, yeah. Vibe coding, vibe
Yeah,
coding.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sir, actually, I have one example. One of my friend is a software engineer. He's always worried about his job when he don't lose his job, right? So the other, I have one more friend who is from a chemical engineering. Is so stably settled.
yeah,
So definitely, sir, as you said, in the beginning for core groups, they may have less opportunities, but they're all stable opportunities over a period of time.
yeah,
Computer science, all that, they may get a jobs very quickly. At the same time, they lose jobs also very quickly because of the
yeah,
changes that are happening very quickly in
yeah.
technology. Muralidhar Reddy, sir, we just wanted to listen from you so far what you observed. Let me introduce Yukta Muralidhar sir is a very good. He is from RVR Bangalore. You heard about RVR College, very famous college in Bangalore. He's the alumni of RVR College, and right now he's working in Karnool, where he is mentoring a lot of students. He's sir. Do you
Hello.
have anything to ask? Sir?
Am I audible, Venkatesh garu?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I think good evening to the speaker today and Edguru, Venkatesh garu and Rajeshwar garu, all the young talent in the chat today. So first thing I wanted to say, Yukta, be proud. You are a mechanical engineer because I am also chemical engineer from core industry. I did chemical from RV College of Engineering, Bangalore. So I was with the industry for almost 30 years, 18 years in manufacturing and 12 years in IT. So now I am into education. So I am working as a dean at Ashoka Women's Engineering College at Kurnool. So 2-3 takeaway points and maybe inputs from my side. So maybe today's target group is 12th standard. I think they're all from.
Even
So it is a stage where
BTech is also there, sir.
yeah. Okay. 12th and BTech. So for 12th students, it is the right time. You understand your passion and don't get influenced by the other circle that is happening around you. So this is the right time to pick up your choice and proceed. And there are plenty of opportunities in core industry. And those are already BTech. Yes, you're already into the race. And I can say comparison that Rajesh Garu has given for the IT and other non-IT. So in core industry today, you are in a race of sprint, 100 and 200 meters. And in IT, you are in a marathon. So we don't know who is going to win till the last 40th kilometer. Or I don't know what is the 45th kilometer. So there are plenty of abundant opportunities for the core industry. And the third point, yes, Edroom, it's a platform where Venkatesh Garu has done a lot of work. I think one can unearth many things. It is like a secondary to the chat GPT, I can say. Yeah,
Oh,
if I'm not exaggerating the no, because I've been following his and I've given some lectures to the young minds. It is a wonderful platform. And third point I wanted to say to Rajeshwar Garu, I think he's from Geetham, HOD Mechanical. Uh, there is a Industry 5.0 Center of Excellence at PES University, Bangalore, and it is a state of art where automation, robotics, mechatronics, you name anything. There are 19 rooms of Center of Excellence set up in the campus, and it is really nurturing the young minds in the core industry with the latest Industry 5.0 know-how. So this is how development happening in non-IT sector. So be positive and believe yourself. These 2 points I can say. And great work, Yukta. All the best to you in your future endeavors. Thank you, Venkatesh Garu, for this opportunity.
sir, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Redigar, for joining the session and sharing your feedback. Wonderful, sir. You're always amazing. And I love the way you want to learn new things, sir. Yeah, Umamesh, sir, is also there. Umamesh, can you unmute yourself and say something about your student on the screen? You are the one who helped me to connect to Yukta. Thank you so much.
Hi, can you
Umamesh,
able to hear me? Yeah, can you able to hear me?
yes, I can.
Yeah. It's very nice to hear. I didn't have a chance to hear any lectures of her, and it's very wonderful journey. And it's very insightful. Actually, what she said about that the internet, if I want to add that point, what she told that 11th and 12th kids, they should follow Yukta's advice that they should not carry phones. Yeah, it's wonderful, really nice, Venkatesh sir, for organizing, for associating with a young mind like Yukta Sharma. And I know, I have known so much from this lecture about Yukta because I don't know much about her. Thank you, Yukta, for getting into life with the young mind. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Umamesh, for your wonderful. Sir, Redigar, you want to say something? Murli, sir.
No, sir, I've done with, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, anybody wanted to ask any question to the speaker, boys and girls, you can. This is a wonderful opportunity to talk to. In fact, 5 minutes or 10 minutes is okay for you.
Yeah. No
Another
problem. No worries.
guys, anybody wanted to talk to, please unmute yourself and just say for Farhan. Farhan Sheikh, do you have any question? You're texting a lot. Right. Atish, are you there? So, anyone, if you have any doubt, please you can ask her. Okay. So the problem is the most of the people they don't want to hurt publicly. Okay. So
That's
Instagram has, yeah, that's the main problem. See, one thing I noticed that most of the students they
Hello,
actually,
sir.
uh,
Good
yeah,
evening.
Amar, yeah, Amar, go ahead, go ahead. Please ask a question. Amar,
Hello.
yeah, please unmute yourself and talk.
Good afternoon, Akka.
okay.
Hi, Akka. Can we complete our engineering without a mobile phone?
Oh,
See, I'm not against
so
technology. Firstly, use mobile phone. Get yourself a good mobile phone. Get yourself a good laptop. But learn the technology. Don't just again be a consumer. Just learn it, because if you don't learn it, you will get stay behind. Initially, if you remember, there is this one movie. I don't remember what it's called, but the calculations for NASA used to be done by hands by a lot of women. So every calculation was hand done. And then IBM came with this super big computer to do the calculations. And all the women of that group thought that they are going to lose their jobs. So what they did, they learned how to operate that machine and they upgraded themselves. So they didn't lose the job. They learned the technology. So you can't stay away from the technology. Learn the technology or you will be replaced. So yeah, get yourself a phone. It's okay. Just know how to use it well.
Let me
Okay,
add
Akka.
something to
Thank
that.
you.
Let me add
yes,
something to that. Who is that who asked that question?
I think Amar, is it Amar? Did you
Amar.
ask Amar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Amar.
Yes, sir.
So nowadays, at least in Geetam, in a lot of colleges, laptop is mandatory. So in my
Yes, sir.
classes, I allow a laptop, but I don't allow a phone. So okay, you can still do a lot of things on the phone, on the laptop that you can do on a phone, but you will be a lot more productive. So nowadays, all the lot of new software is coming. We are not even asking students to buy hard stuff now because ChatGPT, we're asking ChatGPT is part of the curriculum now. So you can use whatever you want, but so if we give you a phone, your focus will go on somewhere. So in the initial days of COVID, people are using phones to give quizzes, online quizzes and everything. Now they're using laptops. It's much more safer. We have safe browsers and everything. Buy a good laptop, buy a basic phone. That is my suggestion.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful suggestion, sir. Buy a good
Good
laptop and
one.
basic phone. But the
Yeah.
reverse is happening. They're buying very expensive phone and no laptop. Okay,
Get a
sir.
good
Even that,
laptop.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Even I suggest, sir, because most of the exams after 11th and 12th they're online exams, sir.
Yeah.
Being JEE Mains exam, advanced exam, EAP set, ETM. I always ask the students buy a laptop if you have affordability, because the more you practice on the laptop, it will be very good at the real experience. Okay, because if you don't have the laptop, you don't know the environment, how the question paper looks there. Suddenly, when you go and write the exam, definitely you have a problem. So it's a wonderful suggestion. Yes. Anybody has a question to ask?
Good evening, sir.
Who wants that?
Hello, good evening.
Uh, could you recommend what are the best colleges for aeronautical?
I don't know, Farhan, I'm sorry. But again, if you go on internet, they'll give you a list of the best colleges for aeronautical. So if you really want to do aeronautical, it's better to do from those good colleges like IIST or IIT, because then at least you have good chances of, getting placement or something. But if you do aeronautical from any random college which just gives you the tag of aeronautical, I would say stay away from that. In that case, just go with mechanical and you can do aeronautical by yourself. That's my advice.
Yeah. Some more statistics. See, Geetam has an aeronautical program in Hyderabad campus. Doesn't have in Vizag and Bangalore campus. So that aeronautical
Yes.
program also it doesn't fill up.
Hmm.
It's because
Oh,
like just Yukta said, it is a very
Yeah.
niche program. Only for
Yeah.
some people it will work. If you're really passionate about aeronautical, fine.
Hmm.
But if you're looking at in the broad spectrum, that is not really useful. Okay, like she said,
yes, sir.
if you get an
Yeah.
IIT, if you get into an IIT with good aeronautical program, just fine. But otherwise, small colleges, even Geetam, I would recommend other branches over aeronautical.
Hmm. Right.
100% true, sir. Actually, one of my friend's son have studied this aeronautical from Chennai, from one university. That guy left with no job, and after 4 years of completion, with investing a lot of money, and then what happened is he shifted to computer science again.
Hmm.
So the problem nowadays, sir, these words are they are crazy words: aeronautical, aerospace, pilot, and NIFT. Okay, fashion designing, they looks what you call the juicy as you see them, but when they
Hmm.
get into it, things are different. So experience is completely different. That's the main problem. I have seen one girl, one of my relative daughter wanted to do AI. Ask the girl, what is AI? She said, I don't know the uncle. Okay. So without knowing what is AI, why you want to see AI? Okay. So they all are trapped in one thing. They think that if I do a job in B Tech in computer science, machine learning, the number of jobs that are there for machine learning are very, very few. Okay. And after completing this BTech in machine learning, they're going for web development. They're building websites. So in order to build a website, why you want to learn machine learning? Even Java, C++, Python is enough, right? So, sir, the problem is lack of education. Most of the actually engineering colleges have to educate the student, but they don't do it because if they educate the people, they don't join company. As you said, 25 sections I know, sir. Most of my students have chosen Geetam. Whenever I go to Geetam, I see a lot of my students are doing computer science there. So, yeah, the craze is going on. We don't know when it is going to be reversed. I see a lot of people getting into core. Even the green energy is going to have a lot of jobs in coming days. And even the mechatronics, even you learn electronics, and no deny computer science is required. Every branch is integrated now with the computer science. Definitely learn computer science also, nothing wrong in it. But I always say that do what you like, you do better. Okay. Instead of following the follower, when you follow the follower, you may end up with regret. So, guys, we have spent enough time. You have spent a lot of time. Still, anybody want to have one final question before we wind up? Anyone? Okay. So, thank you so much, Yukta. Sorry to waste your Sunday.
No,
Okay.
no, it's
So,
not at all a waste. It was wonderful connecting with everyone. I hope one day I get to come back to university, meet everyone in real. So yeah, but thank you so much for this opportunity. It was so good telling everyone about it, talking to the young people, and the best part was connecting to my professors, Uma sir and Rajeshwar sir. So yes, I think my week is made now. Thank you.
I think this is a complete different session for you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bhavana, you want to say something? Anyone? Please make use of this wonderful opportunity. Okay. So regret is very painful, I always say, right? So thank you so much, Yukta, once again. You really banged the session with your insight, and you proved that the takeaway from this session is very clear, Yukta. You need not be a topper to settle in life. You proved it, right? And you said that mobile phone, I wanted to buy a mobile phone from my money. And very important thing, I personally connected Yukta because I started earning money after my 12th class. The moment I come my 12th class, the first undergraduation I was there, my first year of undergraduation, I started earning 4,400 rupees back in 94. But that 400 rupees gave me a lot of confidence, right?
Hmm.
So the money that you get, I bought my first watch, my first television, all are bought from my own pocket. Okay. Definitely, that is one takeaway always. Even my daughter is studying secondary BTech. I made her to give tuition to some of the neighbors
Hmm.
because it will teach you discipline and you
Yeah.
earn your own money and that will give a lot of confidence in life. That is the one takeaway. And very important thing is connecting people across the globe through social media is also very, very important. Unfortunately, if I
Hmm.
see most of the undergraduates, I mean, engineering students in Instagram, I see very few in LinkedIn. Okay, they come to LinkedIn only in fourth year. Okay, when they want a
Hmm.
job. Okay, by the time everything is gone, you build your profile in the fourth year, right? So that most of them doesn't know what is the cold emailing is also.
Hmm.
So these sessions actually definitely you have used the technology for a better purpose and you have done what you want to do all the life, right? And
Hmm.
you are fully contented. You're so happy. I can see on your face. And I always say that when you're doing what you love, you do better and you will be the best. Thank you so much once again, Yukta.
Thank
We
you.
would love to have some more sessions with you, okay, in the coming days. And if you want to publish some blogs, please feel free to drop
Sure.
us some of your blogs to educate the young minds. And thank you so much, Yukta, for your time. And I also thank my dear friend Uma Mahesh, who introduced a wonderful speaker today. Thank you so much, Rajesh Reddy garu, for propagating about this session in your students and for joining and staying till the end of the session. That shows how much you have for the student. Definitely, our assets are our students. So I strongly believe the money we earn may be different, but when we see our students
Mm.
prospering, right? Even if you do, our own kid doesn't because we don't mind. But when we see other students who are doing well in life, definitely as a teacher, we feel so proud. So maybe Yukta, you might have given that nostalgic moment to your teachers today, and they are proud of seeing you on the screen, the way you're talking. Guys, definitely you need to take a lot of points from Yukta, and we talk about this session in all our coming sessions. Yukta. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank
You
you.
want to
Thank you
say
so
one final word, Yukta? One final word?
Nothing, no final words. I think it was wonderful. Firstly, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Uma sir, for recommending my name. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I hope you learned something, not just in aerospace, but maybe in life in general. And just remember, it is a very hard phase. 17, 18, 19, these are very, very hard times of your life because you feel your life either makes or breaks, but life doesn't break. Let me tell you this: life only breaks when you give up, which is basically you stop living. And don't ever think about doing anything like that. It's a long life, there's always a chance to be better. So just do that. And thank you again, once, everyone.
Yeah, definitely. We will meet you I'll come to Bangalore because my co-founder is also in Bangalore. We'll meet in Bangalore. Thank you so
Sure.
much, Yukta.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Thanks. Yeah, guys, this is all from my side. We had a wonderful time. Lot of information of exchange. Lot of takeaways for this from this Sunday. Thank you so much, all. Let's meet soon in another webinar. Thank you so much.